began just realizing that many people have been helped over the years, and could they now help someone else? And so that began sometime, I would say, by maybe 1983 or 84, something like that. And we got a few people together, especially one good one was Grace Camacho de Jesus. And we put together a group. We met in Makati, we met at BPI, and we decided to make a kind of a program. It was called at the beginning SSSF, Scholars for Scholars Scholarship Fund. But later they made it a nicer name, Ateneo Alumni Scholars Association, AASA. That's how we started. We just talked and then we began to communicate. And that was it. And it moved on from there.
During the 2021, Ateneo de Manila had a strategic planning because we realized that the COVID pandemic was really a game changer and that in some sense the context had totally changed or really significantly changed. We had the previous strategic plan which I inherited from my predecessor, but we realized we had to change that strategic plan because there were new threats and opportunities that were there. And we did almost a year-long planning, and one of the key things that we agreed on, the people who were engaged in the strategic planning and the Board of Trustees themselves, was really that education reform and transformation was important. And in the light of that, one of the key thrusts within that strategic priority is really to increase access to Ateneo education. The key thing with really increasing access is really scholarships. You have to provide scholarships for Ateneo to allow talented people who are financially challenged to be able to come to the Ateneo. The target that I think we should aim for should be about 25 to 30% of the whole university. Loyola schools is already in their 20% are receiving, of the students are receiving financial aid in one form or the other. So we can certainly improve that.
So we are very proud to say that in the last 5 years, we were able to achieve more than our target. We had targeted, or our objective was to get 1 endowment per year. But in the last 5 years, we have been able to get 9 new endowments, including the endowment that we are introducing in this event today. And aside from that, I think we have been able to build a larger and stronger community of scholars, and that includes the 198 AASA scholars that we have graduated in the last 35 years, so we're close to getting it to 200. In school year 2022 to 2023, we have 60 scholars, which is the largest number that we've ever had. The pandemic really affected the scholarship drive and also the number of students that were coming into Ateneo. Numbers like these are really worth celebrating. One of the things that we are proudest of in AASA is our mentorship program, where we have each of our AASA scholars being a mentee to an alumnus or alumna scholar who helps guide him or her or them through their journey in the Ateneo College. Aside from that, our scholars know about the food stubs. They enjoy that very much. They go to the AASA office to get these food stubs that they can use in the cafeteria. And we also have a lot of bonding activities from time to time. We have those activities with the AASA scholars, but we also have occasional events like gatherings of benefactors and also anniversary events. It was amazing because AASA was able to hold an online office where the students could drop by. And also, we were able to provide laptops to our AASA scholars. And of course, this was a big help for our scholars who did not have the necessary equipment to facilitate online learning.
My dream is that we continue to give the best of the best education to those who would like to come.
One of the great milestones that the Ateneo de Manila University was able to reach in the last few years was to reach that 20% target, and we'd like to think that we played some role in that. Of course, AASA would like to contribute to getting that 25%. It would be such a great thing if 1/4 of all Loyola School students were scholars.
I was told recently that 20% of the college population is on scholarship. So my hope is, 1, be faithful in your own care for AASA. Number 2, be sure to ask other scholars to be contributors on a regular basis. Let this be your payback, not to Ateneo, but to other young men and women who want to study at the Ateneo.
Hopefully, we will be able to reach 30% of all alumni scholars contributing at least once and at least 10% contributing at a regular basis.
So I ask ASA to continue. They're the ones who really know and appreciate the value of an Ateneo education. I think they're very motivated to be able to help out in this campaign. Certainly they have a lot of credibility because they can witness and say, without the scholarship, we would not have been able to go to Ateneo. Many in ASA are quite successful already. I'm very pleased and I'm very appreciative of the gratitude that the ASA community has for the Ateneo and their loyalty to the Ateneo and their eagerness and willingness to pay forward. I've heard very inspiring stories of ASA scholars who have done well and they said, we really want to give back. We want to be able to give the opportunity to other people to be able to benefit from the Ateneo education.
It feels good to be able to help other students who are in similar circumstances like us before. It feels good to know that those deserving students are getting an Ateneo education and we played a part in that.
We felt that since both of us are scholars, we should give back at the soonest possible time. And when that opportunity arose, we gave back.
The prayer of generosity of St. Ignatius of Loyola. Lord, teach me to be generous, to give and not to count the cost.
What really motivated me was the gratitude that I felt for being a scholar. I really think it's a wonderful gift to be given this scholarship that allows us to study in such a great institution and to experience the joy of living in this community through the gift of generosity of other people.
Well, first of all, thank you to those who have been giving regularly over the years. That's the first start. The second start is continue to be gracious and generous on behalf of scholars. That would be wonderful.
We know that we need more donors now more than ever. And small donations such as ours can add up to make a real difference. It can impact lives and it can also inspire others to donate as well.
We have 8,000 former scholars. Everyone gave 100 a month, but some can give 500 a month. Some can give 1,000 a month. Some are in a position to give a very large donation. Let's work on it. I think that the role of ASA is very clear and very beautiful.
Yes, I think the Ateneo's alumni scholars certainly have a key role to play, and we will certainly call on you and ask you to help us in this campaign that we will have to increase access to Ateneo education.
We have been helped. How do we help others? People took care of us. Now let us take care of others. That's the Jesus message in the gospel. He came to help us so that we in turn can help others. Okay? So that would be it. AASA is wonderful. Done a great job, but let's continue, get more people involved. Thank you, thank you. Maraming salamat. Well, I'm happy on this 35th anniversary. Amazing that we are still here, and more amazing that we've done so much over the years.
To the ASA community, I'd just like to say, please always remember, masarap maging Atenista. Masarap maging Atenista.
Happy 35th anniversary. Let's aim for Magis.
For the 35th anniversary of our AASA. So we congratulate us for being able to stay true to our mission of being scholars for scholars. And to that, cheers and more power.
Continue what you've been doing for the past 35 years. And we've been really grateful for the gift of education, Ateneo education that you've given us.
Existed for 35 years and hopefully will be existing for another 35 years at least.
Congratulations to ASA for reaching this anniversary. I'm very glad we have this association, and I hope that we really are true to our commitment to the Ateneo, and that we are faithful and true as we sing in our school song. Maraming salamat.
I do have to say a special thanks to the Office of Admission and Aid for following up, helping scholars over the years on a systematic basis. And then that very special thanks to the officers, and to all the members of the AASA, Ateneo Alumni Scholars Association, for being there for others. So thank you, OAAA. Thank you, AASA. God bless you all.